the news comes first. This is KCRA 3 News at 5.
A threat of chaos in the University of California system. How faculty are now showing support for ongoing protests on the campus.
Well, construction completed on a new way to deliver aid in the Middle East. How the U.S. will now get help to those in Gaza.
Another bridge collision in this country. The impact of the latest one that is beyond just a hassle for drivers.
Also looking to put their library card in use again. Why one Sacramento neighborhood wants a local location reopened after decades without.
Good morning. It is 5 a.m. I'm Deirdre Fitzpatrick.
And I'm Teo Torres. So today is the first day of quite a cool down compared to yesterday. It was warm.
I'm good with that. Let's go over to meteorologist Tamara Berg for a look at the forecast. That first week where you're going up and down temperature-wise, just takes a while to get used to.
Totally. And I know, at my gym yesterday, folks were saying, uh-oh, we're going up because they felt those 90s yesterday. I said, no, the 90s are in the rear view today. We're looking down the road to some 80s eventually today and also into the weekend. 3 things to know as you get ready for your Thursday. You'll grab a jacket as you're heading out the door. That's a view of Fairfield, where temperatures are comfortably in the 50s. So another pleasant morning start. We'll have the comfort of that steady onshore breeze filling, especially in Solano County, Yolo County, and Sacramento County. And that will trigger a cooler afternoon ahead. Right now, you're out the door top of the 5 o'clock hour as the sun is getting ready to rise. 59 in Yuba City, a pair of 5s right now in Fairfield, 56 out the door, Sacramento and Stockton, 58 right now for Modesto, and looking at 60s to even 70 degrees right now for Placerville. That's because of the downsloping wind that's just mixing down that warmer air loft into our typical thermal belt spots like Placerville, Sonora, as well as Auburn. We're looking at the winds across the valley floor right now out of the south at 8 in Yuba City and Sacramento. Much stronger though in Fairfield right now at 26 miles per hour. Today in the capital city, our daytime high is noticeably cooler. High of 85 in Sacramento. We'll look at 87 today in Stockton. Modesto will top out at 89. And if you're going to be in the Sierra for the afternoon, outdoor recreation, you have the green light to do it. We're not expecting any afternoon showers or thunderstorms. Highs today in the Sierra get to the low 70s, sunny skies and low 80s for Auburn. Fairfield, you'll top out at about 79 degrees. Now, coming up in my full forecast, the drops continue. I'll show you what those numbers look like in just a little bit. It's 5:02. Good morning, Brian. As we're heading out on the roadways, what's out there?
Morning, Tamara. Taking a look at Interstate 80 right now, coming in through Enterprise there. Beautiful sunrise starting to shape up out there. As you can see, westbound traffic, no problems onto the causeway. Just check the 80 corridor all the way out into the Bay Area through to the Bay Bridge, and no problems to report at this hour. Highway 50 looking good coming in from Folsom, 80 out of Roseville, no problems here, and down through the Cap City Freeway and across the top of 80, no problems there. 5 and 99 also looking good on that northbound ride out of Elk Grove, and as we head through Stockton, no problems here on the Crosstown Freeway. Highway 4 and 5 all looking good with no delays. Heading down into the Tracy area, 205 is a 21-minute ride. 580 will be 30 minutes over the Altamont Pass, and we're looking at 13 minutes between Modesto and Manteca right now on the 99 corridor. For travel times here in Sacramento, 50 will take you 10 minutes, 80 Roseville down to the split 9 minutes, and then I-5 and 99 from Elk Grove to Highway 50. We're looking at about an 11-minute ride there. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Brian. This morning, the conflict on the campuses of California's universities does continue. Police have moved in trying to break up some of the pro-Palestinian encampments. Meanwhile, a union representing UC academic workers is threatening maximum chaos, in their words. This is what it was like in Irvine last night as police moved in to try to end an encampment of protesters calling for the school to take a stand against Israel's actions in Gaza.
And the union that represents thousands of teaching assistants, researchers, and postdoctoral scholars says its responses just like this one right here that are prompting them to authorize a strike. So UAW 4811 represents 48,000 University of California student academic workers, including those at UC Davis. Now it appears the union is specifically focused on the actions at UCLA, UC San Diego, and UC Irvine. According to the union, the strike would be, quote, in response to the UC's unprecedented acts of intimidation and retaliation directed at our rights as academic employees to free speech, protest, and collective action. Well, tomorrow, the executive board will announce what campuses, if any, will be called to, quote, stand up.
So this new strike is unusual because it would actually be focused on a political issue and not over things like compensation or working conditions. Some video now from December of 2022, and that is the last time that this strike went on, that this union went on strike demanding pay increases. That protest went on for weeks and disrupted classes at 10 of the university system's campuses, including UC Davis. Now, in the current case, the University of California has warned that the union is inappropriately flexing its muscle on a political issue. In the meantime, a group of protesters who've been camping out at UC Davis say that they have no intention of leaving. The group against the Israel-Hamas war has been camped out at Memorial Union Quad for the last week and a half, and it's now grown to about 200 people. Organizers say that they met with university leaders a little earlier this week, and they talked about their 5 demands. One of them is to not do business with any entity that has an Israeli tie. They do expect a response in a few days.
Well, a day after the clearing of an encampment on the UC Berkeley campus, pro-Palestinian protesters have now taken over an abandoned building. The new protest for the same cause began at Anna Head Complex, a boarded-up building just 2 blocks from university's campus. Protesters set up tents, as you see here, hung Palestinian flags, and even spray-painted the sidewalks and parts of the building. It is unclear if the demonstrators are Cal students or even Berkeley residents.
And stay updated on the protest and the possible strike by downloading our KCRA 3 app. You can turn on the push alerts to get the very latest developments coming right to your phone.
It is 5:06 now, and turning to the latest from the Middle East. And overnight, the U.S. military finished construction of this floating dock system just off the coast of Gaza. Israel's scaled-up military operation in Gaza has made it difficult to transport land-based deliveries across borders in the region. The completed ship-to-truck system will begin delivering up to 150 truckloads of aid a day. Humanitarian groups say it will help stave off famine for more than 1 million displaced Palestinians. The Biden administration is emphasizing the need for the aid while balancing its support for Israel in the war.
Our support for Israel is ironclad, and we believe that they should be able to defend themselves. We believe that they have the right to go after Hamas, a terrorist organization, and they should do that. We've also said 2 things can be true. We've also said that they have to do it in a way that protects civilian lives.
The first shipment waiting to be delivered will feed 11,000 people for 1 month. Defense officials say security is a priority and warn a shutdown of the pier could happen at any moment.
Live look at the state capitol right now, and today the fate of hundreds of proposed laws will be decided by just a few lawmakers. They call it Suspense Day, with quick decisions and no public discussion. The Appropriations Committee's set to analyze the bills that are based on their cost to taxpayers. State Senate has 245 bills to get through. The State Assembly has 536. We have a full list of the measures that are on the suspense list. Stick with KCRA 3. Our Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala is tracking what moves forward and what ends up getting blocked.
Well, this morning, CAL FIRE has stopped forward progress on a fire burning in Butte County. Here's the map. Evacuation orders, though, have now been downgraded to warnings for the area of Big Bend Road between Surcease Mine Road and Newsom Ranch Road. It's under an evacuation warning. This started south of Concow and Highway 70, an area that is sparsely populated. We have time-lapse video here from an alert California wildfire camera. You can see the smoke there in the distance. They're calling this the Ranch Fire, and they have stopped its progress at 25 acres with 20% containment this morning.
It is 5:08. Let's go back over to KCRA 3 meteorologist Tamara Burke talking about some cooler temperatures. That sounds good.
Yeah, you know, temperatures will be dramatically cooler, especially as we head through the afternoon today. You may notice this morning that if you slept with the window open, we are definitely harvesting a bit of the Delta breeze as well. Just depends on your location. Out the door, you'll find you'll probably grab a layer, especially if you're heading out here and cruising down Interstate 80 there in Fairfield. Temps are in the mid-50s right now in Solano County. We're also in the mid to upper 50s, Sacramento and Stockton, and out the door 58 Modesto to 35 in Lake Tahoe. Let's talk about the extent of that marine there. You can see it's already pushing its way into even parts of the valley. So don't be alarmed if we even see some stratus kind of meander towards Sacramento closer to daybreak, if not maybe an hour after the sun comes up this morning. That is all going to be really the coolant in the tank with that steady breeze on top of it. It's going to lead to a cooler day ahead, especially in the valley. Right now for the Sierra, cold morning start will lead to an afternoon of sun and 74 in Truckee, 76 today for Pollock Pines, and a good looking day in Yosemite with a high of 80 degrees. In the foothills, we're looking at lower 80s, Nevada City and in through Grass Valley, about 82 today in Auburn. Jackson, you'll top out at 81. And for the Calaveras County Fair, it's going to be warm in the afternoon, but not oppressively warm. We're looking at temperature of 82 for your Thursday. 73 today in Napa, upper 70s in store for Fairfield. San Francisco keeping it cool and foggy through much of the morning to midday. We'll be at 87 today in Stockton, 85 in Lodi. Tracy tops out at 88. And for the Sacramento Valley, if you're heading out to the River Cats game at that first pitch at 6:45, we're looking at temps right around those lower to mid 80s. Davis, you'll top out today at 86. Vacaville about 87. Coming up in my full forecast, I'll show you the bigger drops in temperatures as we head through the weekend. 5:10 right now. Brian, if you're heading out on the highways, show us what's out there.
We're taking a look at I-5 right now. This is as you're heading out towards the Sacramento International Airport and towards Natomas, just north of I-80. No problems here, but a little bit further up toward Woodland at 102. Right there is a vehicle off on the side of the road on its side, partially into a ditch there. So crews are heading into that area right now. Again, that's going to be the northbound side of I-5 at County Road 102 as you're coming into Woodland there. Here in the Sacramento area, no problems on I-5, 99 out of Elk Grove, all clear, and no problems across the causeway on Interstate 80. And if you're coming in from Roseville into downtown, no problems there. And Highway 50 also looking good this morning. We are delay free on that stretch. For travel times, we're looking at 10 minutes on Highway 50, 9 minutes from Roseville to the split on Interstate 80, and then 5 and 99, an 11-minute ride out of Elk Grove for a travel at the speed limit. Back to you.
All right, thank you. 5:10 now. Next, making improvements to air travel.
A new funding bill now headed to the president's desk and what it will mean for safety and ticket prices.
And assessing some damage to a Texas bridge, how a collision by a barge now has college students stuck off the coast.